All right, everybody, welcome to the High School Esports League Pacific Conference Semifinals of the Mario Kart Tournament. Your Central Spartans are taking on Salinas High School, some fellow Californians, some neighbors 8 hours north of us. So it looks like we're going to the GameCube version of Berlin Byways for the first race of this first set. So again, shout out to Eric Aguirre for providing his point of view so we could bring this broadcast to you live. So based on the minimap, it looks like we have Xavier in first. And Eric here in third place, trying to take that second spot to maximize the points they receive at the end of this race. And with that excellent red shell placement, it happens. Oh, but an unfortunate tap of the bus sends it back into third. As two of the Salinas players hold the second and third position, looking to take first away from Xavier, but another fortunate crash from Salinas sends Eric into third place. So it looks like we have a bullet bill coming from behind. Let's see who it is. We have a blue shell coming on the minimap heading for Xavier. We'll see if he can dodge it. And it looks like he doesn't. So it looks like we have Xavier in first, Josh in third, and Eric in fourth. This should just set up the Spartans for the nice lead at the end of the first race so they can maintain these positions. Oh, and a bullet bill coming at the last second. We'll see what happens. And so your Spartans take second, third, fourth, and fifth, which puts them up by 7 at the end of race 1. So let's see where we're heading for race 2. We're heading to Bowser's Castle. So we'll see as we're watching Eric's point of view, can pick up more of these coins to increase his maximum speed. As you can see from the bottom left, that counter, for those of you who aren't too familiar with Mario Kart, the more coins you have, with the maximum of 10, will increase your maximum speed. Oh, it looks like some maybe unfortunate friendly fire. So heading into the final lap, it looks like we have Xavier in second, Josh in 7th, and Eric and Edward in 5th and 6th. We'll see if they can get into some prime positions to get more points as we enter the final lap of this race. Oh, and one of the Salinas students gets hit mid-air. That's going to cost him some precious time. We'll see what happens. So your Spartans get 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 8th. We'll see how the points add up at the end of the second race. The Spartans maintain the lead, but just by 2. Halfway through this first set. And we'll see where the randomizer sends us for race 3. Looks like we're going to the Game Boy Advance version of Sunset Wilds. So the layout of this track is much simpler than Bowser's Castle. There will be plenty of opportunities to take advantage of boosting off of the road. Oh, and a nice snipe by Edward on one of the Selena students with that green shell is going to put him in 2nd place. You see the student from Selena is playing great defense, blocking all of Eric's red shells. As Selena looks to come back in this set. Heading into the final lap, we have Eric on your screen in 2nd place. Finally gets a hit with that red shell. See if you can take advantage, but just be careful. This student from Salinas has a banana, trying to slip him up. He's now vulnerable. He seems to have dropped it. He drifts right in front of him for first as we head into the final seconds of this race. There's the blue shell coming in. And it gets blocked. Eric wide in front with the first place, and it looks like Josh is going to come in second. So even though Xavier comes in last with the Spartans, that first, third, and fourth finish from your other Spartans is going to benefit them very much, as they now have an 11-point lead heading into the final race of this set. And in prime position, it's like a 1-0 lead in this series. So for your final race, we're getting to the GameCube version of this track because I forgot to read it. But we know it's in the GameCube. So the Spartans with an 11-point lead, can they maintain it to put themselves up 1-0 in this series? Oh no, some unfortunate hits. Sends Eric into last place, but this double item should benefit him because being in last in Mario Kart usually tends to give you some good items as he jumps back right into 7th. And there's still plenty of time as we head into the second lap. He's got 3 students from Salinas High right in front of him. And Xavier in second, looking to take that first position away to get those precious 10 points and keep the lead. There's a blue shell coming in. Hitting one of the Salinas players, putting Eric in 3rd place. As now he passes the other Salinas player to put himself in 2nd. Some nice defense to block that red shell coming right at him. We'll see if he can take 1st place away from Salinas. But the player playing in Daisy is pretty far ahead. But he takes advantage of her greed on the items. She picks up a bomb. And there's 3 students from Salinas ahead of him. Now just 2. As we head into the final turn. So we'll see where the points lie. The Spartans finish in 2nd, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Is it enough to maintain their 11-point lead and take a 1-0 lead in this series? And it looks like it is. The Spartans take the first set by 6 points. And go up 1-0 in the series. Find themselves potentially 4 races away from going to the finals. And those races were really close. Came down to the wire, the last 2 turns at the end. So we'll see if your Central Spartans can end it in these next 4 races. Or Salinas is going to bounce back and force a 3rd set of races. As they all lock in random. And so for the first raid of our second set, we're heading to the Game Boy Advance version of Boo Lake. So your Spartans in the top 3 positions, but someone takes a dive off the map. So this is going to be one of the harder tracks. This falling off is going to put a significant time penalty. As it appears we have 2 students from Salina High in first and second. See if the Spartans can take these positions back as we enter the second lap of this first race of the second set. Eric on your screen, heading right back into second place, looking to take this first place position back from Salinas High. As he comes right back into first, right as we enter the final lap. We're going to get these coins to increase his speed, get from this red shell. He has nothing to defend himself, so he's going to end up eating it. But he gets a red shell of his own. Let's see if it lands. It does. To potentially give Xavier the lead. Let's see. Eric has 4 mushrooms to give himself back into this race. And he ends up in 4th. So the Spartans finish this race in 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th. And Salinas High is going to take a 3-point lead, starting out in the lead of this second set. So the Spartans are only 3 points behind, and if they take this set, it's over. So we're heading to the Nintendo Wii version of Mushroom Gorge. The Nintendo Wii came out in 2005, 2006. That makes me feel pretty old. 17 years ago. Oh no, and that red shell unfortunately puts Eric in a bad position, a bad bounce, puts him all the way in last place. As the Spartans are all the way in the back with the exception of Xavier, who's holding the front line. We'll see if they can bounce back and get in front with the students from Salinas High. Oh, some friendly fire. Unfortunately, Josh running into Eric as he has a star. But Eric's going to get one of his own and tag one of the Salinas players. To put himself in 5th place. 4th place, right behind Josh, who's in 3rd. So right now your Spartans are in 1st, 3rd, and 4th. This would be a great place to end the race for them, as a blue shell looks to go after his Xavier in front, and it tags him. A bullet bill from one of the Salinas High players puts him right in the mix. So we'll see how the Spartans ended this race. So they finished 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th, taking the middle positions. And now Salinas High finds themselves up by 6. So the lead is growing for Salinas, but it's still possible for your Spartans to come back. 6 points isn't much. But the Spartans can find themselves in top positions at the end of the next 2 races. They can take the lead. And so for race 3 of the second set, we're heading to the Super Nintendo version of Bowser's Castle 3. So the Bowser's levels tend to be some of the more difficult ones in the Mario Kart series, so we'll see how both teams fare. Plenty of hazards to get caught on. So we see Eric putting the banana behind him, opting to using it defensively to protect himself. As we get into the second lap of this race. So there's a blue shell heading up. We'll see who it's going after. It's going after Eric, who still finds himself in second place. But now we have the student from Salinas High way out in front. Some nice red shell tags. Puts Eric back in first place. He's got plenty of red shells to defend himself, but they get taken away by a boo. Someone from Salinas. Might use that to attack them, but Xavier out of nowhere finds himself in second place. So we'll see how Josh and Edward place. So Josh finds himself in last and Edward in 5th. But with the top 2 positions taken by the Spartans, this might get them closer to taking the lead. And they do by 1 point. In the 3rd race of the second set, they take the lead with 1 point. So the future of this series and this match is going to depend on this last race. Either the Spartans are going to end it right here, or Salinas High is going to force us to play 4 more races. And it all hinges on this race. So let's see where we're heading. We're going to the Nintendo V version of Wario's Gold Mine to decide if we're playing 4 more races, or if the Spartans are going to celebrate a victory and a berth into the finals of the playoffs. So Eric with 7 coins, that's going to give a big boost to his speed. And he has a banana to eat that red shell for him, but he has something else coming after him. But it doesn't make the jump. And he has 10 coins. which is the most you can carry, indicated by that gold colored font. He has a chance to hold this down for the Spartans and put away the series right here, but it looks like all the Salinas players are taking up the middle positions. The Spartans are going to need to overcome those, otherwise Salinas is going to force a third set. Oh, and unfortunate timing. He uses the banana as a red shell comes right at him. See if Eric can take this back. As it looks like we have the Spartans taking up the middle of the pack. This could put them in position to win the series. As Eric launches a red shell in the first place. And it appears to hit him as you see some coins on the ground. And this player from Salinas, oh, I thought he fell. Some nice defense from Eric to eat that red shell. Eating the coins, even if you're holding 10, you can still get more, denying the other players a maximum increase on this. He throws a bomb. And now we see Xavier right in front of him. The Spartans are in second and third. This could do it. Right now it appears they're in second, third, fourth, and last. This could be enough to send the Spartans into the finals if they can keep these spots as we're on the last lap. So we'll see. It looks like they finished second, third, and fourth. So second, third, fifth, and sixth. Wasn't enough for the Spartans to keep the lead, as they only had 1 point ahead of Salinas. Was it enough? And it was! Your Spartans are going to the finals! The Central Spartans from El Centro are going to the finals! Wow. That was the closest 2-0 I've probably seen in a long time. But next Wednesday, the Central Spartans will be playing for a trophy. They're guaranteed a plaque already. They're guaranteed at least second place. But next Wednesday at 4:30, we'll see you again as they play for a trophy. So GG's to Salinas High, our neighbors here in California, 8 hours north. It was great to play against you guys. Good luck in your third place match next week. But your Central Spartans are going to be playing in the finals of the High School Esports League Mario Kart 8 Pacific Conference next Wednesday at 4:30, and we'll see you then. So thanks for tuning in, and have a good rest of your night, everybody.